Castanet News recently had a chance to sit down one-on-one with Mayoralty hopeful Silverado Socrates. An unedited version of this interview is available at the bottom of the story.
I think with the help of a few friends, we could turn this town around and instead of being known as the high spot of crime in Kelowna, or the Canada, I should say, it could be, like I said, world pace to world peace. I'm not talking out my hat. I'm talking out my heart. It's amazing what you can do when you work together. And we're trying to bail out the boat instead of fixing the hole, right? Mm-hmm. I am one of those examples. It's ridiculous that I became homeless when I was helping a lot of people that were homeless. I had that subsidized housing thing going on, and there's things that aren't on the books. There's so many people that are helping other people. And I talked a little about it maybe last night at the forum, maybe with people at the Rutland event, I'm not sure. But there's a lot of great landlords out there, and I think we should be talking to some of the heroes out there and maybe even offering respite and some training instead of letting them get burnt out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I was one of those people, and the interior health people were saying, like, you take some of our more challenging clients, yet I didn't get support when there was trouble. Sometimes the police would come for something, and I was respected about as much as the client that had potentially, well, I think a lot of people can relate with this.
Last thing I want to do is Silverado, is give you an opportunity to speak into the camera, speak to the voters of Kelowna, and tell them why they should vote for you on October the 15th. Why should they put a little check mark beside your name?
Well, I think that we can do a lot together. And you'll save a lot of money, because I'm now on disability. Instead of making money and paying taxes with my business, with a little support, I could have been doing that. I would love to have a salary that I could, did you know that not only did I lose my place of business and my home, but the powers that be, because I didn't pay my taxes for 10 years, they assumed that I still would have been paying the same rate. They didn't know about my housing investment and loss of $500,000 basically. So I owe $100,000 to Revenue Canada, and there's interest on that. So I hear there was a salary increase, so potentially, not only could I pay off that debt, but with the salary, I could redo a better Mandy and Me, which would be like a Peace Corps, and potentially have, people learning skills. There were so many skills that were taught at the ranch back in the day that kids don't necessarily learn a work and moral ethic in school, right?
Yeah.
And that goes on for generations.